All right, welcome back to the Game Week 10 FPL preview with myself and Luke, as always, and he's returned once again. We made him take a little break, a week off, but he's back in heavy demand. I've heard as well. So welcome back, Callum. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm here to redeem my differential pick.
You had an absolute horror show as well.
Yeah. No, none of us did well that week, so it's fine. We'll just toss it aside, and it's a new week, is what I tell myself each time. But we have just had game week 9. Can I just see a show of hands? Anyone that got an attacking return that last week?
I did. I got one.
Oh, you did.
Jared Bowen.
Oh, God.
By the way,
the West Ham asset.
Callum just had like a stump come up by the way. You could only see like half of his arm come up.
There we go. Funny. That is one attacking return between the three of us. That is things you love to see from a bit of a horror show of a game week 9, really. Wasn't it? I don't think there was much to comment on apart from a couple players got DEFCON, some bonus points, and I think that was really all it was for me. I got 3 defensive clean sheets, and that was it. That's all I had. You got an assist. It was an assist, wasn't it, from Bowen? The West Ham. West Ham. Yeah, and then
as well.
Yeah, so very very dire, but it is a new week, so we are fresh, and I'm hoping we might get a few more goals and assists. Well, you never know. Okay, yes, we have. Let's look at the games. Here we go. So they all start on the Saturday. We have the 3:00 games to start with, which is Brighton versus Leeds, Burnley versus Arsenal, Crystal Palace versus Brentford, Fulham versus Wolves, and Nottingham Forest versus Man United. And then we have Tottenham versus Chelsea at 5:30, I believe, and Liverpool versus Aston Villa at 8:00. And then to round out the week, we have a Monday game. We have 2 games on Sunday, which is West Ham Newcastle at 2:00 and Man City versus Bournemouth at 4:30. And then we have a Monday night game, 8:00, Sunderland versus Everton to finish off game week 10. So, who wants to start off and name their game of the week?
I would like to go first for this one, just because I think it's quite an obvious game to watch. If anyone that's not a Liverpool fan, you guys need to see Liverpool have 5 league defeats in a row to Aston Villa. It doesn't seem to matter if it's home or away, they're getting dogged everywhere they go. So that'll be the match I will be watching just to have a good laugh. No other reason. Not even from an F or an FPL standpoint. They're just absolutely dreadful, and it's great to see them suffer like this.
I think as well it's two of the biggest, people had such high expectations for Aston Villa this season as well, and now we're literally going these are 2 stinky teams. Can they both find a way to lose? Is the real question.
Villa will win this game. Villa's going to win this game.
I think Villa have good. Last game didn't they beat City? Am I right in saying that?
Yes, they
1-0. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Parking the bus immediately after they scored.
Yeah. They don't even need to do that because Liverpool are just can't. They can't finish and they can't defend, so they're just screwed at the moment.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Callum? What game are you looking forward to?
I would say
not
maybe
the West Ham
Newcastle game, but probably not.
Not the West Ham.
I feel like if anyone's watching, if they have any Newcastle defenders who are on set pieces like Dan Burn, put them in your team because it's just gonna happen.
It's just gonna happen.
I would say maybe the Bournemouth Man City game for FPL. Normally I don't like watching Man City. I find them boring, but I might have to watch that game.
Might have to tune in. Yeah. That's fair enough. I think that game could be quite interesting. You know, we have watched Man City just lose, and so I feel like there could be quite a few goals in that game because Bournemouth don't mind scoring a few as well.
The thing I would say to watch, I would say, would be the Chelsea Tottenham game. Is that the game?
Yes,
5:30, and you can watch both the games you've said so far as well. So congratulations for that too. You can't actually watch.
Yeah. But of course, the London derby, I think that's just going to be a good game.
Yeah.
And I have a few Chelsea players in my team.
Well, we'll get onto a certain Chelsea player that I think is a hotly contested man at the moment. But my unfortunately, as Luke just alluded, well, everyone else's games can be watched. Mine, you're gonna have to go live to the game on Saturday.
God. Wow.
But I want to see, can Man United win a 4th game in a row? I don't know if you guys have seen the guy on Instagram who's not cutting his hair until Man U win 5 in a row. I want to see Nottingham Forest absolutely tear Man U apart and just ruin
we're gonna go the other way for some reason.
Hopes and dreams. Because I feel like if there's one man to do that, it is Sean Dyche coming back to the Premier League and just asserting dominance against Man United.
I love it.
So if you could get a ticket to go watch that game, please do. Oh dear. All right. Well, we will move on to a little differentials. Now, last week history was made on this show. We made history, me and Luke. We both correctly predicted a differential player to return. Believe it or not.
This is your first one as well, isn't it?
My first, I felt so happy seeing that Wolves had a penalty, and I was like, oh my God, finally, I might be doing it. I might get one right. 2 penalties from both Thiago and Strand Larsen, but they all count as they.
All I'm going to say is, mine, I went for Thiago, who was playing Liverpool. So I know that we'll have Liverpool our dog, but that was definitely the harder fixture between Wolves playing Burnley. and Thiago playing Liverpool.
I would say Ollie's was actually quite good as well because Wolves have been terrible.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say,
Ollie, they're differential picks for a reason. So well played to both of us.
Yeah, exactly. I broke Strand Larsen's form. He wasn't doing anything until I decided
I broke shut up, mate.
To be fair, in that game, he was doing nothing until that penalty.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Sometimes you just need a lucky little penalty to get you through. But we are picking some new differentials this time, and well, seeing as there's 3 of us, and last time there were 3 of us predicting, we didn't get a single one. I'm hoping we continue this form on. Callum joins us on the ride, and we all start just nailing differentials. That would be amazing. Now that's what I'm feeling.
Imagine how hard we could clickbait everyone if we just start cooking on these differentials.
The one week I told everyone, don't pick the differentials we choose. They both scored a goal.
So guys, definitely don't pick these ones.
You really do not want to pick these differentials. But kick us off, Callum. Kick us off. Give us who's scoring this week? Who's scoring?
So, this player is also going into my team. He's being transferred in this week as well.
You're putting your money where your mouth is. I like it. Okay.
His name is Danny Welbeck.
Oh, shut up. This guy has been good about him. Sorry, I'll let him talk afterwards. But he's been good on about him every day so far. Right, sorry.
So he's playing Leeds. I know Leeds have been very good defensively. But the amount of goals Welbeck has scored in the last few games, I think it's difficult to ignore that. It turns out, well, the thing I would say is I looked on Monday and I'm counting this as a good percentage owned. When I looked, he was 4.8% owned on Monday, and now he's 5.8% today.
Fraudulent. 5.8. That's what I'm hearing. 5.8. By the deadline, it'll be 6.
Yeah, after people tune in and listen to this, they'll all be flocking to
Yeah.
Welbeck now.
Yeah.
If he's over 10% owned by the deadline, it doesn't count. By the way, that's all I'm saying.
Imagine.
Oh dear. Oh, okay, yeah. I had Welbeck as my differential as well,
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have to pivot off. But there's that. So people definitely do not pick Welbeck this week. He's not gonna
Yeah,
return.
two
obviously.
differential picks for Welbeck. So
The thing is,
okay.
I now you've said that, I don't want to transfer him in now because you actually have picking for me and they just don't play well.
So Ollie's percentage of getting them right is what even is the percent? Is it like less? Is it just less than just shy of 10%? So
It'll
I mean,
be just over 10%. It'll be like
over,
11,
yeah.
12% success hits.
It's not that
Realistically,
bad.
it's a win. It's a win-win for me now because either he scores a goal and it looks good for my differential, or he doesn't and you don't get any points from him in the mini league.
Yeah, like you know what? I'll still do it. I'm still gonna transfer him in. I'm gonna do it anyway. So let's see how it goes.
Fair.
Maybe
Fair
this is the start of Ollie picking up form in the differential
yeah.
picks, Callum. You never know.
You
Exactly.
never know. I could
I'm
be on a
back.
little hot streak. You never know.
A long time ago, Ollie was
Right,
actually top 5k overall, so maybe he does kind of know what he's on about to some extent.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go next then. So I've just been looking. I think there's one man. I don't really. I've already said there might be goals in this game. I think it's got to be Croupy Junior for me then for Bournemouth.
Oh,
3.5%
I like
owned
it.
against Man City
I
away.
like it.
You know what? He's scored in every game he started. He scored so far. So you just can't hate. You can't hate the form
Against the big Luigi Donnarumma though. Are you sure you want to do that?
No, but you know what? I don't mind. I'll take those chances.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I feel like I've got a good feeling about him.
That's it. I like
In
it.
the like
Transfer him in then, bring him in like I am.
What's his percentage of?
3.5%.
Is he really? I was not expecting him to even be out of the. I wasn't even. I can't believe people actually have him in their
Yeah.
teams.
All right, Luke, finish us off. Give
Guys.
us the last differential.
All of these percentages don't even touch how differential my pick is this week.
Oh no!
This guy is 0.4% owned.
Oh,
And it is, I don't even know how to pronounce his name properly. It is Malik Thwar, Thiaw. He is the Newcastle centre back, who is the target man for set pieces against West Ham. He is bagging.
Oh.
There's a clean sheet is on the cards as well as a goal and bonus points and DEFCON. So I might as well just end the whole differential competition now with an absolute haul from this man.
Fair.
I think it's
mean, we've also had it from Callum that any sort of defenders you have for Newcastle,
some
put
subtle
them in.
foreshadowing to my differential pick.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Well, look at that. So, look, if anyone wants to put a little bet on for all of our players to score, I'm sure we'll make a nice little return on that.
Nice. Promoting gambling, Ollie, nice one.
Yeah.
If
What can I say?
anyone,
That's what we do on this channel. But we'll move on, and normally we do a little how's everyone feeling about this game week, but we're gonna do something a little different because there is a certain man in a Chelsea team that has been getting a lot of attention. I've been seeing on X and all sorts of social media channels, and I just want to know what your guys' opinions are of JOãO Pedro. What are you doing with that man? I have a feeling, seeing as we already know that Callum, you're bringing Danny Welbeck in, is that to replace JOãO Pedro, or is that a different move you're doing instead?
So my current attackers are Bowen, Haaland, and JOãO Pedro.
Okay.
JOãO Pedro's gone, basically.
I mean, it's fair. It's
I have
completely
3
fair.
transfers. I'm making 3 this week.
Okay.
He's one of them because I want to bring in another Chelsea player who's been performing better than JOãO Pedro. So I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest.
It's the banker.
The way he's playing. I've been watching the Chelsea games. Even when he was up front, he tends to drop back. So
Mm.
it was literally it's like he was back at Brighton playing in the cam role, and I'm thinking, yeah, you might score from there, but it's not giving much confidence to my FPL team. So yeah,
That's fair.
I think
That's fair. What about you, Luke? Do you have any plans to get rid of him this week?
Having JOÃO Pedro in my team at the moment is one of the reasons which is making me want to hit that free hit button for this week. Because I can't get to Gabriel because I have Gyökeres in my team and Raya. And my other striker that I also want to get rid of more urgently is JOãO Pedro. So at this moment in time, I'm actually very tempted to free hit this week. And it is slightly FOMO, but at the same time, I made a free hit draft yesterday, and there is definitely some good shouts behind it. And I think the chips resetting game week 19, the run up to Christmas, those fixtures are so close together. People are getting pulled onto the bench when they're not supposed to be, subbed off early, might not even start just because of how tight the fixtures are. I think getting a free hit in now against teams which are in form, against teams which are out of form, might actually go in my favour, especially when I can't bring in who I want to for this week. So, and that's JOãO Pedro's fault. That's partly his fault. So that's my opinion on him.
Fair enough.
And there was a stat saying he has had 2 shots in the past 5 games he's played.
Yeah.
You cannot be costing 7.5 million and taking 2 shots. Like, come on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, he has to go.
Yeah.
It's like the next.
No,
It's the new Ollie
completely agree with
Watkins, isn't he? He's the new Ollie Watkins from game week 1 to game week 5. So please get rid of him for your own sanity, if anything.
That's fair. I probably will be keeping him for this week, which I really do not want to do. But I needed 0.1 million to do the swap JOãO Pedro to Mateta, which is probably the most obvious one. And seeing as I got rid of Mateta in my wildcard squad for JOãO Pedro, didn't feel too good. But I didn't have the money, so I couldn't make that switch anyway. So in order to bring in Mateta, I need to make a 2-player switch. So I'm waiting a week, and then I think I might be making a double forward change and getting rid of Walter Mard as well. But I can't pass up Walter Mard against West Ham.
No,
Sorry, Callum.
You really can't.
Like,
you really can't.
The thing I will quickly say for people wanting to keep JOãO Pedro is, it's, to be fair, I think it was yesterday, the lap came back from injury and he got a red card. So he will miss, because since Carabao Cup, he will miss this game. Against Tottenham. So that means JOãO Pedro might get more minutes. It depends what JOãO Pedro's playing. I don't know what Maresca's doing. One game he's playing striker, one game he's playing cam. So
in the future though, when Chelsea's fixtures do get better, if JOãO Pedro remains to be garbage, he might just get rotated, because Liam Delap is not a bad striker whatsoever.
Yeah,
and if he drops out of form, he's gonna get pushed out of his role. So yeah,
and we've seen Mark Gui as well has scored. So and he's getting minutes now. So yeah, I'm hoping that, I would love to see a goal or something from him this week. I don't expect anything though. I'm partly tempted to put Xhaka on instead of JOãO Pedro, but I think I can't back Xhaka over JOãO Pedro at this point in time. But so yeah, that is where that's where I'm at the moment. You said you had some you were making free transfers.
Yeah.
Who are you bringing in then, as well as Welbeck?
So Welbeck's going out for Pedro. I had 3 Chelsea players, including Pedro, so I had to clear 1 Chelsea player to bring in Pedro Neto.
Oh, okay.
That means I have to clear a midfielder. That means Paqueta is going. I feel like Luke needs to do the same.
Mate, I'm free hitting this week just so I can keep Paqueta to play against Burnley next
it's
week.
Just not worth it. It's not worth it. It's really
Mate, he's playing that game whether you like it or not.
like he might pick up a goal against Burnley.
Yeah, that's mate. I'll be so gassed
to get 1 goal from Paqueta when he could have got about, I don't know how many from somebody else.
I'm all for it. I can't even watch the game live, but
And then a defender. So I'm making a defender, midfielder, attacking change. I'm bringing in Gabriel for Diouf.
Okay.
You might be thinking,
Sacrificing half your West Ham players.
might be thinking, how can I have that many funds to swap out? I basically had like 4 million in the bank because I don't really spend.
He had a whole third benched last defender worth of funds.
You don't.
left.
Yeah, if you
It's
keep
crazy.
4 mil, you don't get a 16th player. You do just keep the 15.
I know,
But how can I play 12 players?
The reason I could do this is because I had that. So it's kind of like that safety net, just in case if something goes incredibly wrong.
It is kind of crazy that you had 4 mil in the bank and still had Paqueta in your midfield. Like, just upgrade that man, surely.
I think it might have been delusion a little bit. I might be deluded. I don't know.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, those are some very solid transfers, I think. Yeah, I do like Pedro Neto. I think is a bit of a gamble, but like he's looking really good at the moment as well. Yeah. And those Chelsea fixtures, as much as everyone's getting rid of JOão Pedro, those Chelsea fixtures are just something to target, I think, because they are looking so good. Yeah. Luke, you got your wild card. Your free hit. Would you make any transfers if you weren't doing a free hit, or are you kind of?
That's the thing. The reason why I'm looking at free hitting is that I'd have to take a -4 to make the transfers I'd want to, and I don't think it's really. Every time I've made a -4, it's blew up in my face, with the reason I've already said, between doing a free hit before the fixtures get tighter, I think that's just enough. Because I think in the past when you've been able to free hit, even in a double game week, just because of how they've had to get benched early or something, it's not really been worth it, and you can't capitalize as much off of it. So I probably will. I'll look into a bit more, but I'm definitely leaning towards a free hit because I'm a bit blocked into which transfers I can make for this week.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Lovely. All right, before we wrap up this game week 10 preview, I want to see what everyone's kind of thinking in terms of would you bench if you had JOão Pedro this week? Would you bench him, or do you think it's worth playing him this week? And I'll give you some players that you might own is kind of a toss-up between owning him and JOão Pedro.
I'll give this. Can we wrap this up in 4 minutes, please? Because Traitors is happening.
We'll wrap this up. We'll wrap this.
But we can.
This will be quick. Don't worry. I'll give you three names of players that you might have on the bench and you might want to play with JOão Pedro.
Okay,
so the first one is going to be Reinders. I know Reinders is quite highly owned. Would you play Reinders or would you play JOão Pedro? Reinders is playing Bournemouth as well. JOão Pedro?
I want consistency. That's what I want.
Reinders has dropped a bit further back in the formation recently as well, so I still would play JOão Pedro. Just in case JOão Pedro does get another shot. I think I'd still play it.
If it was either JOão Pedro or Reinders would be JOão Pedro.
Yeah. Cody Gakpo against Aston Villa. Would you play Cody Gakpo over JOão Pedro?
I would play Gakpo.
You play Gakpo?
Yeah.
Gakpo, as a man who sold him just to see him hit the post 3 times and then eventually score 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure why he's just on absolute fire for that Liverpool team at the moment. So yeah, I'd definitely be playing Gakpo this week. I'd potentially even bring him in. Because Liverpool have good fixtures and he's in good form. Now he's actually getting starts, which he couldn't do when he was in my team. He's actually really looking like a good pick.
The last person I have before we finish this episode, Jack Grealish, Sunderland away. Would you play Grealish over JOão Pedro, or would you rather play JOão Pedro?
That's a good question.
Grealish is in my team, and I've had him since week 1. I would say Grealish, because him at Everton, what he can do on the ball, on the left is like the way just the way he crosses the ball. It's literally like an assist waiting to happen. So I would say, especially against Sunderland, go Grealish.
If you said Njai, it might be. It's not even a question because he still makes my free hit team.
Of course he
I
does.
love him, bro.
'Cause why wouldn't he?
But I think it's that one's definitely closer. Sunderland have been looking good, and Tottenham. Oh, but Tottenham are looking good as well. I know. I think I would go. No, I'd go JOão Pedro. If it was being
João
realistic
Pedro?
here, if I had both of them in my team, I would be starting JOão Pedro this week.
Fair enough. There we've had it. Well, we'll wrap it up because
I will
Luke's got
quickly say-
some.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, just quickly.
he's backing
Hey,
not. Why
no,
not check
no.
me?
No, what I would say is, as proved last week, defenders got a lot of points. Instead of playing JOão Pedro, if you have 5 good defenders, play your 5 good defenders. That's the thing I would say.
There you go. If you got some good defenders on, you could play a Chris Richards or a Crystal Palace asset.
If you've spent
Against
40
Brentford.
million on your back line, don't even bother looking at JOão Pedro.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Well, we will wrap it up at that. Thank you, Callum, for joining us again. Hopefully, we get some differential picks going our way, and hopefully, JOão Pedro scores a goal for my sake at least. But we will see you all in a bit. From me, it's goodbye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye bye.